This wasn't supposed to happen. I'd spent weeks planning Timmy's 6th birthday, and now I'm staring at a letter demanding I throw a party for 32 kids and their parents. It's not a request, it's a command, and I'm about to lose it. I'm Sarah, a single mom who juggles a part-time job and a hyperactive son who thinks every day should be his birthday. Timmy's actual birthday was last Saturday, and I went all out. I rented a bounce house, baked a chocolate cake with blue frosting, his favorite, and invited his entire kindergarten class, 12 kids, plus a few parents who stuck around to chat. The backyard was a riot of laughter, sticky fingers, and balloon-popping chaos. Timmy's grin was wider than the Grand Canyon, and for a fleeting moment, I felt like Supermom. But then Monday came, and with it, the letter. It was tucked into Timmy's backpack, written in sharp, judgmental cursive on lavender-scented stationery. Mrs. Karen Whitaker, mother of Timmy's classmate Ethan, didn't mince words. Your son's party was inadequate. Ethan felt excluded because the gift bags lacked personalized items, and the activities weren't inclusive enough. I speak for the entire class when I say you need to host a proper celebration for all 32 children and their parents. We expect a venue, catering, and entertainment by next weekend. My jaw hit the floor. Was this a prank who demands a do-over for someone else's kid's birthday? I reread the letter, my coffee going cold. The audacity burned hotter than the summer sun. I'd spent $300 on that party, maxed out my credit card for the bounce house, and stayed up until 2 a.m., piping frosting roses. Inadequate, I wanted to scream. Instead, I called my best friend, Mia, who laughed so hard she snorted. Sarah, this is peak suburban nonsense. Frame that letter, it's comedy gold. But it wasn't funny. It was humiliating. I pictured Karen, with her perfect bob and designer sunglasses, rallying the other parents into some kind of birthday party coup. Timmy bounced into the kitchen, clutching his new robot toy from the party. Mom, can Ethan come over to play? He said my party was the best. My heart sank. Ethan loved the party. This was Karen's crusade, not her son's. I hugged Timmy, his small arms wrapping around me, and decided I wasn't going to let this slide. But what could I do? Ignore it. Confront her. Throw the ridiculous party she demanded. The next day, I spotted Karen at school pickup, her SUV gleaming like it had never seen a speck of dirt. I marched over, letter in hand, my pulse racing. Karen, what's this about? I asked, trying to keep my voice steady. She barely looked up from her phone. Oh, Sarah, I'm glad you got my note. The kids deserve better. Don't you think it's about fairness? Fairness. I wanted to shake her. I spent everything I had on that party. I said, my voice cracking. Timmy loved it. Ethan loved it. What's the problem? She sighed, like I was the one being unreasonable. It's not about Timmy. It's about community standards. You're new here, so maybe you don't understand. New here? Those words stung. We'd moved to this upscale neighborhood 6 months ago, after my divorce, to give Timmy a better school. I was still figuring out the unspoken rules, the potlucks, the PTA cliques, the pressure to keep up with families who had twice my income. Karen's letter wasn't just about the party. It was a power move, a reminder that I didn't belong. That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept seeing Timmy's face, so happy at his party, and Karen's smug expression. I thought about the other parents. Had they all signed off on this, or was Karen acting alone, bullying me into submission? I checked the class group chat, nothing about the letter. Maybe this was her solo mission, but the idea of facing 32 kids and their parents, most of whom I barely knew, made my stomach churn. I couldn't afford it, financially or emotionally. By Wednesday, rumors were flying. At the school gate, a mom named Lisa pulled me aside. Is it true you're throwing a big party for the whole class? She asked, eyes wide. I groaned. No, but Karen seems to think I should. Lisa's face softened. Oh, honey, that's just Karen being Karen. She did this to another mom last year over a bake sale. Relief washed over me. But it was short-lived. Lisa leaned in. Some parents are on our side, though. They think you should have invited everyone. Everyone. The whole class. I'd invited all the kids Timmy knew. But apparently, that wasn't enough. I went home and did the math. A party for 32 kids and their parents would cost thousands. Venue, food, entertainment. I'd have to dip into my emergency savings, the little I'd scraped together for Timmy's future. Was I really considering this? No, I wasn't. But I also couldn't let Karen paint me as the villain. I needed a plan, something that would shut this down without making me look like the bad guy. Thursday morning, I sat down with Timmy. Buddy, what was your favorite part of your birthday? I asked. He grinned, his eyes sparkling. The bounce house. And when we all sang to me, my heart swelled. His joy was so pure, untouched by adult pettiness. That's when it hit me. This wasn't about Timmy or the kids. It was about me proving I was enough, not just to Karen, but to myself. I spent the evening drafting an email to the class parents. My hands shook as I typed, but I kept my tone warm, not bitter. Hi, everyone, I wrote. I love seeing your kids at Timmy's birthday. It meant the world to him. I've heard some concerns about the party, and I'm sorry if anyone felt left out. I'd love to plan a class play date at the park this weekend. Bring your own snacks, and let's let the kids have fun together. No pressure, just community. I hit send, my heart pounding. It was a compromise, not a surrender. The responses came fast. Most parents were thrilled, offering to bring juice boxes or soccer balls. A few apologized for Karen's letter, admitting she'd pressured them to agree. One dad even called her the HOA of birthday parties, which made me laugh for the first time all week. But Karen herself silent, no reply, no acknowledgement. I wasn't surprised. Saturday arrived, and the park play date was a hit. Kids ran wild, parents chatted over picnic blankets, and Timmy was in his element, leading a game of tag. I watched from a bench, sipping lukewarm coffee, feeling lighter than I had in days. Karen showed up late, Ethan in tow, her face unreadable. She didn't approach me, but I caught her watching the kids, her lips pursed. Maybe she saw what I saw: happy kids. No drama, no demands. As the sun set, Lisa sat next to me. You did good, Sarah, she said. This is what community looks like. I smiled, but part of me still wondered if I'd done enough. Had I caved by hosting the play date, or had I taken the high road? I wasn't sure. All I knew was that Timmy was happy, and for now, that was my victory. Looking back, I realized Karen's letter wasn't just about a party. It was about control, about fitting into a mold I'll never fit. I'm not perfect, and neither was Timmy's birthday. But it was ours, messy, joyful, and real. Maybe that's what bothered her most. What do you think? Was I right to stand my ground? Or should I have given in to Karen's demands for the sake of community? Share your thoughts. I'd love to hear them. Endurayoam. Nain.